Matt, it's unfortunately defeat against York today. What did you make of the team's performance?
Not at the level that we have been at recently. I felt we got exactly what we deserved today from the game, which was nothing. We huffed and puffed, but never really put a string of possession together. Look, we've had more of the ball than York. They're a heavily possession-based football team who I think have got some very good players. But what they were today was they were ruthless in front of our goal. And I think it's starting to become a bit of a theme, is that we can't seem to take the opportunities that we create. So look, something, maybe it's a mindset shift, or it's just trying to release a bit of pressure off the players. That's my job. But today, with those chances that were created, we've got to be looking to score at least a goal. And I was disappointed in what I saw from our players today. Can't in any way, shape or form question their effort, their desire, their determination to keep going. But we have to be better in those big moments that we had today. I thought first half, other than the goal, there wasn't a huge amount in it. They had some possession, but I didn't feel as if we were under any real pressure, any real threat, and spoke to the players at half time around that. And second half, for probably a 10 or 15 minute period, we had our backs against the wall. But then before they score, we had a couple of really good chances where I'm expecting the players to put the ball in the back of the net. If that happens, it's a different story. But you know, the narrative from today, from my perspective, is that we didn't play well enough to get anything from the game. I'm a realist. Now, moving forwards, we have to be better in that final third. We got there with relative ease today, but what we didn't do is value just how important that area of the pitch is. And those big moments when they come along, we have to put the ball in the back of the net, because at the moment we have not scored enough goals here, albeit we've scored in the previous 3 leading into this game. We haven't scored today, so from my perspective, that's disappointing.
What was the main message to the boys after the game today?
Look, the boys are really disappointed. The players are angry, upset. I just felt that today we probably had too many players who weren't at the level that they have been performing at recently. It can happen, but what can't happen is it can't be 4 or 5 players. You maybe might get away with 1 or 2. As I say, the effort was there. It's just the quality of the decision making in and around the final third. I'm sure that the supporters can see that. They won't in any way, shape or form question the energy, the effort, the desire, the determination of our boys. But today we weren't at the level that we have been at previously in games, and that was probably my message to the players, is that if we're going to have a successful season this year, and we know what success looks like for us, then in games we have to be more clinical, because it's the hardest thing to do is to score a goal in football. I'm acutely aware of that. Now it's my job to go away and work out what happened today in terms of why were the players maybe a little bit uptight, and then try and formulate a game plan and pick a team to go and win a game against Woking on Tuesday.
A lot of managers talk about momentum in the National League. Is it a case of now trying to make sure we don't slip under that, sort of keep defeating and not getting the wins?
Not really, because we're 3 unbeaten going into this game, so I don't think it's about momentum. I think today what we saw was a group of players that tried exceptionally hard, but when it came to it, this didn't have that real innate quality in front of the opposition's goal. I mean, you look at the second goal, they get fortunate. They nick the ball off of us, they get fortunate off Jack, and it rolls to them, but that's one chance and it's in the back of our net. And that's where we need to be better. But you also need to understand that our players are young, our players are learning, and they've come to this football club to understand what being a senior professional footballer looks like. So I have no problem with that. Our job is to help them to get better, but ultimately, let's make no bones about it, we've got to put the ball in the back of the net, because if we don't, we're not going to win football matches.